Hi. So Mother Earth video reached 1K plus views. So I thought you might be interested into knowing also Savoiardi cookies lore. I hate how this voice bot says her name so wrong. I'm gonna show you the actual cookie and the right pronunciation.
Savoiardi.
Alright, so this is Savoiardi cookie. It's one of the first cookies I've drawn. Savoiardi cookie is the owner of the Soul Jam of Justice. She was previously created to be the wife of Blueberry Milk. But you can imagine the situation. Savoiardi also always thought low of Blueberry. She had always seen him as too weak for his duty and sure to crumble, which made her sad, but couldn't actually do much about it. She always supported Spice because he was able to provide him help. She was created surely by the Witch of Light first cream cookie. I think it was her. And now here it comes another big description. Savoiardi cookie never corrupted. Her soul gem is whole, just like Mother Earth's. Savoiardi is way weaker than her, but she's still stronger than the beasts, so her rarity doesn't exactly exist in CRK, but it would be virtue. She's an ambush, and her element is light. Fun fact, she's inspired by Athena and Julius Caesar. When Savoiardi's skill is triggered, she firstly provide a light shield equal to the max HP of the cookie with the highest HP. Then she buff her allies with the Justice buff, increasing the MG resist and ATK, reducing half of the cooldown of the cookie with the highest one. She will firstly trap the enemy with the highest ATK into a cage, increasing the DMG dealt to them and making it vulnerable to light DMG and casting the curse of light to the rest of the enemies and periodic light DMG. After that, Savoiardi cookie will hit the enemies with a series of slashes. The amount of slashes will be based over her ATK speed percent stack up to 25, causing 2000% of her ATK DMG per hit. The power of DMG and the buffs increases as she gets promoted. Then she will hit with one last blow equal to the 1500% of her ATK, scaring enemies, causing fear and sucking 25% of the HP of the enemy with the lowest HP to heal herself. If Savoiardi cookie dies, she will grant invulnerability for 10 seconds to her remaining allies. If she's the last survivor, she will gain invulnerability for 13 seconds. If Pure Vanilla is in the team, he will be invulnerable for 10 seconds at the start of the game. If Silent Salt is in the team, Savoiardi cookie will become enraged and will deal extra damage, making her critic and ATK increase of 50% but debuffing herself with slowness and decreasing her ATK speed of 20%. If Shadow Milk is in the enemy team, Savoiardi cookie will silence him at start of the battle and target him, imprisoning him as priority, dealing extra DMG to him equal to the 300% of Shadow Milk's ATK. Savoiardi's HP and ATK will increase depending on how many light element cookies there are in the team. 1 cookie plus 3%, 2 cookies plus 5%, 3 cookies plus 7%, 0.4 cookies plus 10%. Justice buff plus 30% ATK plus 20% DMG resist and reduces half of the cooldown of the ally with the highest cooldown at the trigger moment. Cage of punishment 40% DMG resist plus 30% light DMG vulnerability. Curse of Light, periodic DMG 500% of ATK light DMG, plus 10% cooldown, minus 15% DMG resist plus 20% light DMG vulnerability, minus 20% critic, minus 20% buff effects. Promotion effects. 1 star. Slashes cause 2100% light DMG of ATK point to stars. Slashes cause 2200% light DMG of ATK point 3 stars. Slashes cause 2300% light DMG of ATK point 4 stars. Slashes cause 2400% light DMG of ATK. 5 stars. Slashes cause 2500 light DMG of ATK. 1 to 4A. Slashes cause 2700% light DMG of ATK plus. Curse of Light improved. Periodic DMG 700% of light DMG of ATK. 20% cooldown minus 25% DMG resist plus 40%. Light DMG vulnerability minus 30% critic 5A slashes cause 2800%. Light DMG of ATK plus justice buff improved. Plus 40% ATK plus 35% DMG resist and reduces half of the cooldown of 2 allies with the highest cooldown at the trigger moment. Now back to the lore. So well, we understood with Blueberry wasn't exactly the best relationship. Especially, everything changed when she met Prey corrupted Silent Salt. She admired his strength, passion, kindness, and OC sense of fair and justice. It was basically love at first sight. Anyways, when the others starting acting weird, she decided to depart to ask help to the witches. Unfortunately, when she came back, the virtues were already beasts, and she had to fight them. Yes, she fought even her love. She manages to put her duties before her emotions. The worst enemy was Shadowmilk, because he kept trying to hurt her, using her love for Salt as weak spot. But she was anyways stronger BCS. Not weakened by the corruption, and she had a satisfying moment kicking his ass. She is also the one who warns the witches of the beast's corruption and helps them imprisoning them. Yes, even Silent Salt. Then, as I already said in Mother Earth single quotes as story, while the other looks for the owner of light of freedom, she looks for one worthy of light, of truth. After Mother Earth creates the new world and everything, she goes traveling and finds a cookie in Crispia that to her was the right owner. And it was pure vanilla cookie who was having his pilgrimage at that time. Savoiardi made sure pure vanilla found light of truth at the end of his path. From then, she became some sort of protector of the Vanillians. She was also the one who secretly suggested in their dreams to run away during Flower War and create a new land, aka the Republic. The Light Republic cookies mention is actually her. Although because of the cult, she had to put herself in a half-sleep in the highest spot of the Republic, in the form of a statue. She sleeps trying to keep her powers protected from darkness and at the same time trying to still protect the ones she blessed. Waiting for a brave cookie that will come, looking for her, proving their need requires her awakening. Yes, she still loves Salt, but the old him she wishes every day to see him like before again doing ship haha. On that's all again, bye.